villages have been displaced, schools have been closed, tourism establishments have been submerged in water, and wild animals have had to adapt to new surroundings. Well, some of the effects that the rise in water levels in several Rift Valley lakes has caused. But what is causing the rise in water levels? Rita Tinina reports on the theories from the experts and what they are warning of worse times ahead.
From Lake Nakuru, Lake Baringo to Lake Bogoria, a phenomena that is still puzzling experts and locals alike has left several lakes in the Rift Valley flooded. Perhaps the worst affected is Baringo County. The flooding of Lake Baringo and Lake Bogoria has left several tourist facilities such as the Lake Baringo Reptile Park, Roberts Camp, and the Lake Baringo Club submerged in water. Sections of the Lake Bogoria National Reserve remain inaccessible.
Lake volume used to be 32 kilometers square, but currently it's around 41. So there's an increment of around 8 kilometers square.
The famous hot springs and geysers of Lake Bogoria have not been spared. More than 50% of the hot springs that have for years been a major tourist attraction have been submerged.
But still you can access the springs at a point called Mawemoto, which is a distance of around 18 kilometers from the main gate.
But it is not only the tourism industry that is feeling the effects of the rise in water levels in the Rift Valley lakes. More than 1,000 households have been displaced from their homes in Baringo. Several schools have been submerged in water.
Imaji bado sijaona hata siku nyingine. Tangu maisha tukae hapa ama tunaishi hapa. Sasa hii majirani yangu yote tulikuwa tunaishi hapa, hawa yote wamehama. Wako huko kwa milima, wengine wameishi kwa senda, wengine wameishi upande hii Kaprongono.
The Baringo County government has had to step in to help families move to higher ground.
We also want to treat it as a disaster as a county, so that special votes can be planned to mitigate and to support people who are affected.
At the Lake Nakuru National Park, the water levels, which have been rising by the day, have flooded sections of the park and forced the Kenya Wildlife Service to relocate the main gate into the park. Several sections of the park remain inaccessible. But just what is causing the rise in water levels in the Rift Valley lakes? Experts say it could be a cyclic occurrence that has been witnessed every half a century.
They did this in 1901. This is very well documented by one Sir Harris Johnson, who was an explorer in this area. From the records of the Kenya Meteorological Department, rainfall records, they show that during 1961, 1962, 63, there was an increased amount of rainfall more on the western side of the rift.
But that is not the only theory, even among the experts.
Some could be as a result of the movement of the Congo air mass. Some could be as a result of the movement of the intertropical convergence zone.
There are fears that the situation could get worse with the onset of the rainy season. The rise in water levels has been gradual, and experts say it will take some time before life can revert back to normal in the affected areas.
If the water filled the basin, has been filling the basin for the last 4 years, then definitely we expect the water to go back in another 4 years. So we are talking of a flooded zone for a minimum of 8 years.
As experts try to solve the puzzle of the rising Rift Valley lakes, players in the tourism industry in the affected areas will continue counting their losses as locals adapt to nature's latest twist. Rita Tinina, KTN.